Last night we had our parish Alpha online group that's been going for the last almost 3 months or so now. And last night the theme and focus was on the presence and the reality of evil in our lives. I know some in the church participated in this last night. And the group that I was interacting with when we broke into small groups last night via the online platform was talking about the reality of evil. And then our group was mainly young men actually. And some of them started to talk about what weapons do we use to respond to evil. That's quite interesting because today's first reading, St. Paul is writing almost exactly the same way as what our group was talking about last night. That evil comes at us. Sometimes evil comes from within us. Sometimes evil's within different communities or in different circumstances. And then there is also very much, and we know, there can be evil that can get in the midst of good that happens in lots of different contexts. And how do we protect against this? This has been a conversation that Christians right throughout history have talked about. When good things happen, how do we protect ourselves to make sure evil doesn't get in? And evil will try to get in. Evil will tempt us. Evil will be present within us. We'll have our own insecurities, and that'll then bottle up as well. There'll be divisions. There'll be conflict at times. All sorts of evil can get in. And so Paul, writing to the Ephesians, gives us a number of different military explanations about and connects them with elements of faith. He reminds the people, he says, stand your ground with truth buckled around your waist, and integrity for a breastplate, wearing for shoes on your feet the eagerness to spread the gospel. Always carry the shield of faith. He's using all these military tones, military imagery. And then he says, pray all the time. One of the very interesting things I found from the group that I was talking about last night is that it became very clear, even amongst some young guys who are in their late teens, early 20s, that they value the importance of prayer. And that prayer helps them to ward off that presence of evil or to protect them against evil. Having a crucifix, having the rosary. They sort of made some jokes that the rosary could almost become a weapon. But in one sense, it is a weapon, not to hurt somebody else, but to protect us against the presence of evil. Coming in and lighting a candle in the church, that's protecting us as well. It seems like a very simple thing, but this is protecting us. And this is what St. Paul's writing to the Ephesians today. He says we need to, some of these external things, we are human beings. We aren't just pure spirit. And so we do some external things because we aren't just pure spirit. We are body and spirit. And so we need to sometimes do external things. In our Mass, we have different postures that we do. And part of that is because we are physical beings. We stand, we sit, we kneel. We genuflect at different times. We do this not because we like the exercise of standing up or sitting or genuflecting, but this is a connection of our spirit with the body. So St. Paul, writing to the Ephesians today, is reminding us that evil can get in. Evil is a spirit, but gets in through physical things as well, all sorts of temptations. So let us put ourselves in a right place, a place that's open to prayer at all times. If you don't have some rosary beads, find them. If you haven't used them for a while, maybe pick them up. If you don't know where your Bible is or you haven't opened it for a while, maybe open up your Bible. Start with one of the Gospels is a great place to start. Protecting ourselves against evil is a reality. Evil can come from within, it can come from within a community, and then it can come in some pure forms as well, bringing very much something that's not of God. Pray all the time, ask for what you need, pray in the Spirit on every possible occasion. These words of St. Paul were said long ago, but they speak to us today as well.